Alright, so it's that time of the year again. The transfer window is back to business, and although it has been relatively quiet, it's still very exciting to see what players could possibly leave and join our favorite clubs. It becomes so exciting that everyone likes to ride the bandwagon of knowing what is going on in the world of football. So you gotta find these transfers somewhere, right? There's this great app called Twitter where people express their opinions, disagree on their opinions, and then call each other illiterate, bigoted, and so forth, so on. But if you dig deep on Twitter, but not too deep since they're already everywhere, you find a bunch of people who seem to know what is going on behind the scenes in the world of football. They call themselves ITKs, which stands for in the know. You know, sometimes I hate these people. They think they know everything, but in reality, they're just as clueless as we are. And when another account questions their credibility, they usually retort with an answer about how insert player name here story was broken out because of them. There are only two journalists that I actually think that are credible and for the most part correct. Fabrizio Romano of Sky Sports and David Orsing, formerly of BBC, and now working with The Athletic. Everybody else, screw you! Nah, I'm just playing. But there are some journalists / reporters who own up for their incorrect information when they give it out to the public. But it makes it very hard for me to believe when we constantly have other ITKs trying to validate themselves on Twitter, even though it wouldn't be necessary since the information they're providing with us should be nothing more than a proven fact, right? Right? Today we're going to be looking at one specific ITK on Twitter. He's one of the OG frauds, reporters known as Indykaila. Indykaila has been around since spring 2012 and his page looks relatively standard. You know, he has a very incognito type of vibe to his account. He also has these overpriced Liverpool merchandise, which is below average at best. Even if I was a Liverpool fan, I still wouldn't buy it. And I tried to do some research on the guy who runs this account, and this is what I was able to find. Alright, don't start laughing, okay? His real name is Inderpal Keita Singh, and this picture says Inderpal is a 22-year-old student who works at KFC in Leicester. He is not a football insider. I'll let you decide that. Though this does sound more believable than the 50 tweets I say from him. It's actually 46 tweets, but I want to round it up to 50 to give it he gave me a little bit of emotional distress by reading these tweets. I'm going to show it to you real quick right now. Look at this. Okay, I got you. I'll show you. Shall we begin? Tweet number 1 says, Nicolas Pepe is right now having dinner at the Ritz restaurant. We are close by him. He doesn't know we're watching him. He in a very happy mood. He drinking tea right now. Thank you to one of our followers for giving us a tip-off. # Pepe Watch.
This one is nice.
Bro, what? The way he just brutalized the English language. I almost had a stroke reading this. Despite the lack of grammar, this is also very creepy if it's true, which I highly doubt. Look at the stuff you're typing, and you think this sounds normal? It's an L for you, bro. Tweet number 2, and probably his most favorite tweet. Phil continues going nowhere in January, 100%. Alright, so we already know what happened in that situation. Tweet number 3, exclusive. According to our source at Man City, PSG wants to do straight Neymar Jr. swap with Sterling in 2020. The players themselves don't know about the secret talks between the clubs. The first time the players don't know about the secret meetings is after reading our tweet. Okay, fair enough. Obviously, I can't bash him for this because I can't tell the future. I feel like a move from Man City to PSG, though, and vice versa is kind of a static move. They're literally the same club. That's just me. I don't think Sterling will go to PSG, but who knows? Neymar went to PSG, Ronaldo went to Juventus, and Alexis went to Man United. Alright, tweet number 4. You're going to love this one. Way too many frauds on Twitter. Coming from you to this, I can't believe he tweeted this. Oh my god. And things just get worse and worse from here. Tweet number 5 reads, just came back from my doctor's. Told him about my headaches and how this summer transfer was getting to me. 100% the reporters outside the UKA helping my situation with their fake stories. It's caused mayhem in the transfer world. Anyway, I got tablets to go to Thursday. Oh my god. You know what's even worse is that there are people in the UK coming back to the UK with fake stories. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Sky Sports. Indy, my friend, my homie, you're damaging your own mental health. Why don't you stop posting these fake stories from your sources and get back to the kitchen? Alright, tweet number 6 reads, confirmed. Just rang the doctors where Karius attended. He did sustain a concussion, hashtag LFC. Okay, Indykaila's info is accurate here, so I'm not bashing him because of that. The grammar was literally thrown out the window in this one, though. Alright, so tweet number 7 is not from Indykaila. This guy says, I see you, bro, at Indykaila with the eyes emoji. Apparently, that's what Indykaila looks like. You know, if you come think of it, he kind of looks like the dude from the other picture if you pay really close attention. But who knows? Tweet number 8 reads, everyone, Everton have helicopter ready as backup at Wilfred Zaha. A helicopter? A helicopter? Were they trying to kidnap him? Like, imagine being Wilfred Zaha and a helicopter is waiting for you and the helicopter is from Everton Football Club. You've been above them for most of the season. Tweet number 9 reads, right, Indykaila, you've had your fun. Get back to the Friars. Hashtag done like that. From KFC, UK, and Ireland. Yo, this tweet and this video I'm about to show you right now, the same energy.
Get back in the kitchen.
Tweet number 10 reads, was at Liverpool match. Met respected source. He stated that Sancho wanted assurance from Klopp that he was at LFC for the long term. The answer was yes. That is the answer Sancho was looking for. You shut up! You shut up! Were you standing right next to them? Tweet number 11 says, Matthias de Ligt is a new Juventus player. Done deal and contract signed. Tomorrow night he'll arrive in Torino. He'll have his medicals on Wednesday. Indykaila basically responds saying, de Ligt to Juve, or at least hashtag Juve, and it's supposed to say the 7th of July. Basically stating that he tweeted this before. Another tweet comes out saying, de Ligt is joining Barcelona by Indykaila. Romano replies, yeah, he's terrible. Don Romano with the W. Tweet number 13 states, forget the circus regarding Leroy Sané in the coming days. The deal is done. He's moving to FC Bayern for club record transfer fee. He will be highest paid player ever played for the German club. I think he was supposed to go to Bayern Munich in the summer. Unfortunately, he did suffer that ACL injury. This gives no excuse, though, to the English that you put in this tweet. Jesus Christ, man, I could barely read it. Tweet number 14 states, there will be a shock exit in January for Arsenal. I mean, that is very easy to say and to write out. I could just say, Man City will sign a player in the summer. Like, it's something very simple, you know, you can never go wrong with that. The worst part is that you can actually be wrong about this. The closest person towards leaving the club right now is Skorjan Mustafi. And is that really a shock? I don't think so. Tweet number 15 says, police speaking of Ross Barkley in Liverpool has reported he dropped some food in the back of a cab and initially wouldn't give the driver money for the cleaning bill. Okay, so his story is right, but the story is like a year and a half old. You can watch the video if you can find it online. Ross Barkley actually still has his tattoos and he got them removed like last year. Indykaila actually got the story from The Sun. The Sun is the last news publication I will get my information from. And since they're known for fishing for news, Indykaila fell for it. So it's not, he recycled the video. You know, his last couple of tweets haven't been that bad. Nothing out of the ordinary. Stories are kind of vague. Is he receiving his credibility back? Let's see what this next tweet. Tweet number 16 states, as you know, I'm around the Arsenal squad in the hotel. Nicolas Pepe seems in a moody mood, might mean nothing. And then he responds with, no, I get it. He been dropped to the subs bench. Of course, once I started hyping you up, you just had to mess everything up. Like, I don't know if he was there. I doubt he was there. I doubt he was in the locker room. I doubt he was in the hotel. I don't know how he's getting money to go to all these hotels. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody asked if he has footage or a picture with the Arsenal squad, or we don't believe. Indykaila responds with, don't care what you think. So this basically proves that you don't have any footage. Childish response also tells me you're lying for some reason. Oh, and Pepe, if you guys paid attention, didn't start the game against Wolves either in the previous fixture. So it's really a game of what's sticks on the wall for Indykaila. Tweet number 18 states, I have been removed from the hotel. Paul Pogba was very happy. That's all I can say right now. Again, this hotel talk, I doubt you were in any hotel, And even if you were, isn't it a little weird that a grown man is at a hotel because of a soccer player? Don't you have like any other things to do? Like, I don't know, read a book, learn a new language, or even better, learn the same language you're speaking right now. Tweet number 19 states, reporter, and me. Pep, bad result today versus Wolves. Pep Guardiola, he dived, clear dive. Reporter, who? Pep Guardiola. Indy, for God's sake. Mane, who else? Okay, I think it was trying to be funny, but you know what's even funnier? The fact that he likes to make these stories up and acts like everyone knows who he is, and they call him by his Twitter handle, Indykaila or Indy. Notice how Pep Guardiola says, Indy, for God's sake, Mane. Like, Pep Guardiola and Indy have been friends for a long time. This guy. Tweet number 20 states, from MUFC source, Maurizio Pochettino's agent has held a meeting with Ed Woodward. Big movement, big story. Poch doesn't have an agent. Everybody and their mama knows that. Stop this, man. Whatever chicken tikka masala sauce you're using to find these stories is making you look incorrect and less credible. Tweet number 22 states, or was it 21? I don't know. I lost track. But it states, we'll contact at Rebecca Vardy and at Colleen Rooney today to sort this mess out. I think I know what happened. You don't know anything. Shut up. Just stop. Tweet number 22, I think, states, this is enough. Open letter to Farhad Moshe, who's the Everton owner or whatever. Alright, so Indykaila didn't like whatever Everton were doing, so he wrote a letter, uploaded to Twitter, and showed us how much time he has on his hands. Alright, so once again, Indykaila has written a letter to the Newcastle owner this time. He doesn't like the way the club is being run, so he wrote a letter because he thinks he has some sort of pedestal compared to the Newcastle fans. Seriously, if he won't listen to his own club's fans, what makes you think he will listen to you? Just think about that for a second. And this tweet is another letter. Jesus Christ, man, with your grammar, I didn't even think you were capable of writing these letters. My dude Inderpaul really wrote this letter to send to the Vardys and the Roonies, but he still uploads it to his Twitter account. Like I said before, he has a lot of free time. Interesting that Vardy is very open to leasing Leicester City. Yeah, interesting. You know, it's been 3 years and Vardy's still at Leicester scoring all the goals. Let's see what the replies say on this, because, you know, I haven't checked the replies yet. My man Shane Burke says, bit like your mouth is open to talking. I can't say that. I'm going to get demonetized. Of my man Shane. I love this guy. Continuing from the Vardy tweet of him leaving, another fan actually tags Rebecca Vardy into the message, and she responds with, I smell BS. Indykaila quotes her reply and says, we know you're his wife, but we have very close sources to Vardy. Please respect us. Oh my god. Rebecca and Jamie Vardy are literally best friends. They're husband and wife. They sleep in the same bed, for crying out loud. Just imagine Vardy and his wife talking about this. Babe, is everything alright? Yeah, everything is banged. Is it about the potential transfer? Can't tell you, Base, but I must tell Indykaila about my... I can't do this. Forget what Mesut Ozil said this morning. Oh boy. He will leave Arsenal in January if his current wages are matched. I doubt Ozil's leaving. I would trust the actual player rather than some Twitter folk with some stock image of a reporter in his profile picture. That's just me though, and that's like also 95% of Twitter. Well, you know, do your thing. Tweet number 29 actually talks about a respected member of the parliament who is at Westminster just messaging Indykaila about some transfers. He says, any Chelsea news? Indykaila responds with, your club has a transfer ban. And then he responds with, sorry, my head all over the place with this Brexit. Oh my god. This is so cringy. Nobody texts like this. Jesus. It's serious. If AFC lose to LCFC, then Unai Emery is sacked. Not true. Arsenal had Unai Emery for almost 3 weeks after a draw with Southampton with Lacazette not even celebrating, and on defeat to Frankfurt at home, Unai Emery later received the boots. So once again, my dude Interpol is incorrect. Alright, so tweet number 32 says, he hasn't got a clue at Unai Emery. You know, Indy likes to tweet things with no context. He might be either saying A, he doesn't know what he's about to get sacked, or B, he doesn't know what he's doing. A could have been the true, but B, as an Arsenal fan, I definitely know it's true. Tweet number 33. This one is going to be a funny one. So it was Ian Wright's birthday, and, you know, he was basically wishing everyone that, saying thank you to everybody that wished him a happy birthday. And Indykaila quoted the reply and says, "We want to say happy birthday to our friend Ian Wright. We will send him a private message with some juicy Arsenal exclusive news. That's what you called a birthday present." Must have been a very disappointing gift. Literally nothing happened other than the fact that it was international break. Let's see what the comments say. This guy, Jamie Foster, says, "Do you mean the chicken wing straight from the fryer?" This dude below says, "Juicy bargain bucket, excellent." Yo, the comments are the reason why people go to his channel, bro. That's literally, the comments are so funny, man. Just texted Andre Gomez, "He fine." Okay, once again, lack of grammar, but I'm gonna let that one slide. You know, Indy said, "He fine. He fine." Does that mean he's okay? Because last time I watched the game, he was in obvious pain and discomfort. There's no way he can be recovering from that tackle that quickly. Or are you saying he fine like you're sexually attracted to him? If that's the case, then you can't be tweeting that from an award-winning Twitter account. Remember? Award-winning. That's inappropriate in the workplace, my guy. Come on now. Just had beating/meal with our Arsenal source. He said at Unai Emery is only at AFC by name. He be gone soon. Why are you typing like this? Okay, so the food is obviously a video he got from someone else on Twitter. I don't know. His Arsenal source must have been the Tabasco sauce. That's the only way. The Queen is alive. Siri, is the Queen alive?
Elizabeth II was born April 21st, 1926 and is 93 years old.
Whew. So, I just have to make sure. I never know with this guy. Wait, this is a Twitter winning media outlet, Omega Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Belief Fighter 3000 Twitter account. So why is he tweeting about the Queen if this is a football account?
Why?
Okay, let's check the comments. This guy says, "With your record, I would have bet on it." This is why I checked. I had to make sure. Tweet number 37 says, "This is a night to see for Man City fans. Shall I write it?" No! Stop with the letters, man. They don't work. Please stop. Someone told me that Sancho talked to Man United. The grammar, the English, you know, I'm just used to it by now. But a couple tweets ago, he said that he was going to go to Liverpool. You got to be consistent, man. Tweet number 39 says, Everton exclusive. Everton have advised Ancelotti's family not to have a red Christmas tree after the Ronald Koeman saga when he decorated his Christmas tree red. See pic. Hashtag Everton Football Club fans were livid that he didn't choose blue decorations. Ancelotti family were believed to be confused. I think I actually heard the story of Ronald Koeman. I don't know how much of a low life you have to think that the color and decor of a Christmas tree can possibly affect the relationship you have with the football club. Even though I think Indykaila's story on this is BS, sometimes that's football for you, and that's crazy. Tweet number 40 says, Update, was waiting in the middle of Stanley Park and this happened. Copper, what you doing waiting in the dark? Me, waiting for Everton Ultras. Copper, you serious? Me, yes, I'm Indykaila. Copper, really? I follow you lot. Tell me one thing, where's your teta money, Indy? What? What did I just read? Alright, so I'm sure there's some background context in the story, because I am so confused. What? What? Oh, wait, first things first, why does he write stories like this? And second of all, why does he Why did he act like people know him? Like, oh, I know Indykaila. Yeah, I know you. Indykaila, I know you. I'm a huge fan of Indykaila. Nobody does that. Nobody. No one. Tweet number 41 is a quoted KFC, UK, and Ireland tweet. They say, Indykaila is working deadline day. SOS Indykaila, we need you on sauces, no sources. And Indykaila quotes the response with a fist bump, handshake, and smiling, a laughing emoji. Yo, Indykaila, I know he's crying the inside like this.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Paul Scholes. Who at Indykaila? Answer. Award-winning media outlet. Oh, forget. First of all, the grammar. Yeah. Second of all, what awards did you win? Because he always says, I won some awards, or I'm an award-winning Twitter outlet. But you tell us what the award you won, right? Just tell us. What awards did you win? Because usually when somebody wins an award, we know what the award is. Employee of the Month at KFC doesn't count as an award, okay, Indy? I'm sorry. I know you want to feel loved, but you can be loved at KFC. Just quit this Indykaila stuff and just go to KFC, man. Just stay there and be loyal to them. Breaking. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's representatives have made it very clear to Arsenal that their client wants to leave the club in January. Oba said he's 100% committed to Arsenal, so once again, Indykaila, you're wrong. This tweet says, "Not had a shower in 2 days."
He needs some milk.
But why would you brag about? Why would you brag about that? That's not a good thing, man. Indykaila has had a lot of up and downs, especially downs. But we will never forget when he broke the Sir Alex Ferguson news of him retiring, because it keeps on bringing him back over and over and over again. Even though Ferguson confirmed that he made the decision on Christmas 2012. Don't forget to like this video. If you like this video, like it. Click the like button. If you didn't like this video, click the like button. And yeah, bye.